Hi everyone, my name is Philip Hernandez and I'm here to talk to you guys about the day in the life of a commuter student or a commuting student. Now, before I get into what a typical day is like for a commuting student or what a typical day was like for me, since I've been a commuter student my whole college career, I'm going to talk about three specific things before. It is a lot cheaper to not live on campus. And that's not to say that college is not expensive, because it is expensive, but living in the dorms, you have to deal with the room and board fees, which if you add up that to the other portions of of your tuition, book fees, because the college books are really not cheap. They're really, really, really expensive if you're buying them from the school bookstore. You really are in and out of the college, and you really go there to do what you do and leave. That's it. I think commuter students, I think there's more of a mindset to go in, do what you do, than go home. And that's not to say that someone can't, that's not to say that a commuter can't go in, do what they do, then go to lunch, have a bite to eat with friends or whatever. But I think there's a little bit more of a tunnel vision focus, and then that's it, you're out. Whereas a person on dorm, they live on campus, so they can stay a little bit longer. There is a clear difference between them and students who live on campus. I know that when I was at Pace University, I saw a clear difference between me and someone who lived in the dorms. They knew a lot more people than I did, than I ever did at Pace. They knew people who they saw in the hallways of their dorms, or who lived next to their dorms, or who was roommates with their friends in the dorms. So they got to know a lot more people, and when there was events, I would always go to events, but I would always have to leave an hour or half an hour later to catch the train to go home. A typical day in the life of a commuter student is that a typical day in the life of a commuter student starts that they're either taking the bus or the train, or they're driving to college, and they usually get there a little bit early, and they usually either go to the library or the lunchroom or the computer room to either do work or study, and they go to class, and then maybe in between classes they see friends, hang out for a little bit, or they're either going to the library or studying, or going to the computer lab, and then they go to their other classes, and then maybe a little bit in between the classes they meet people, and then they pretty much go home. And that's basically what I did.